Today we are diving into the art of asking for feedback early in your career. If you are here, you are likely to take advantage of your growth and improve your performance. I'll walk you through how to request, accept, and apply feedback effectively, especially in the early stages of your career. Imagine this, you are in a few months into your first job and you are working hard. You are meeting deadlines, completing tasks, but there is a lingering question in your mind. Am I meeting the expectations I have been set with? Or could I be doing something better? This is a common thought everyone has. Today I am going to help you uncover the power of feedback and an essential tool that can set you apart early on. Let's look at why feedback is so crucial and how mastering it now will pay over time. Let's say Maya, a recent hire, was excited to get feedback from her manager after her first big project. However, when she asked, the response was vague. You are doing okay, but you could be faster. Confused and unsure how to improve. Maya left the conversation feeling deflated. No examples were given, no guidance were provided on how to address her speed. The lack of actionable feedback left her completely frustrated, even more uncertain about her performance itself. This story highlights why feedback needs to be very specific and constructive. Without clarity and examples, feedback can always feel criticism without any solutions. That's how people will feel like. Why feedback matters? Feedback plays a vital role in shaping our careers, and here is why. It supports a growth mindset. Embracing feedback means that you are open to continuous improvement, a must for career progression. It shows that you are committed. Seeking feedback demonstrates to your manager and team that you are investing time and effort in your development. Third, of course, is the confidence. Feedback highlights your strengths and provides clarity on what you can improve, removing any guesswork or any random actions. So feedback isn't just improvement, but it can also confirm you whether you are on the right path or not. There are different types of feedback to seek. The first one is the performance feedback. This probably when you are doing an appraisal, maybe your superior will tell you. This covers the quality and accuracy of your work. It tells you how well you are meeting the expectations on deliverables, and the companies will have a certain type of gradings like exceeds expectation, meets expectation, always exceeds expectation, and below and very poor, something like that, some 5 grades. So performance feedback is about that. Behavioral feedback. This is about how you interact with colleagues, contribute to a positive work culture, and collaborate effectively. The third one is the development feedback. This type looks forward and provides guidance on skills to develop or improve upon, which can be especially helpful as you aim to advance in your career, your life. Knowing what type of feedback you need helps you to be more specific and get insights that you can act on. How to ask for feedback? That's a very, very basic thought you should have. There are two things. One is the timing and another one is the approach. Now let's look at these things. Choosing the right time. Avoid asking when your manager or colleague is swamped or during a crisis. Find a calm moment when they can give you their full attention for you. Be specific. Ask focused questions like, for example, how can I improve my time management on projects, instead of something vague like any feedback. Do you have any comments? These are all very blunt, vague. And when you are doing that, stay open minded. Be prepared to listen without getting defensive. Think of it as a chance to learn, not something to take personally. Because in most appraisals, most discussions, the person will think that all the comments are personal attack or criticism. That need not be the case, and even if it is so, you should not take it that way. So timing, specificity, and often open-mindedness make all the difference in getting meaningful feedback. So now the question is, you have to make a request to feedback. So you need to know how to effectively frame your questions to request a feedback. Some examples like, what's one skill I could improve on to support our team better? This is possibly one way of asking. Other way of asking is, how do you see my strengths contributing to our goals? Our goals meaning companies or teams goals. Is there an area where I could bring more value to the organization or to the team? Using these kind of open-minded questions like this invites a more detailed response and shows that you are serious about improving. And when you are receiving the feedback, you should also receive it gracefully, which means that when somebody is giving you a feedback, you should not be looking at it, or you should not be looking at your mobile. So you need to give certain kind of respect for that feedback, even if you don't like it. So there are ways by which you can do that gracefully, and here it is. Listen attentively. Show that you are paying attention by maintaining eye contact. That is very, very important. And even taking notes. That shows your seriousness. Thank the person who has given you the feedback. That means that you are recognizing their time, effort in sharing their perspective. If it is official, yeah, it's just a time and effort. But if they are personal, as we would have seen that in the video on, time is not a commodity and it is life. So the other person is spending his or her life for you for that period of time in their career, in their life. So you have to thank the person by recognizing their time and effort. Don't get into an argument. Don't try to justify why you did it or something like that. Don't rush to defend yourself. Instead, focus on absorbing what they are trying to tell you and consider it thoughtfully. Remember, receiving feedback with a positive attitude encourages people to keep sharing insights with you, because you are not putting a wall. You are trying to build a bridge. Then once you receive the feedback, you need to process it. Okay, so that means you need to reflect on it, review whatever your notes or whatever that has been captured in your mind, receive it carefully, break it into more specific actions. Then identify the patterns. Look for any recurring themes across different feedback sessions. Maybe you would have gone through 2-3 levels of feedbacks also, possibly in some organizations. So whether are they saying the same thing, or are there any patterns in their communication of telling something about me? You have to look for that. If multiple people mention the same area, that's a strong signal, either to improve upon or you are confident about it, based on the type of feedback. And the next one is, you need to evaluate and then prioritize. So decide which aspects of those feedbacks need immediate attention vis-a-vis or versus those that can be tackled over some time or a later time. Processing these feedback thoughtfully helps you focus on realistic, manageable steps towards improvement. So you need to have an action plan, right? So once you have got all these things, so you need to have an action plan to implement this feedback on you. So you need to set measurable goals. Okay, so we discussed quite a lot on goal settings in the earlier videos. Have a look at that. So define what improvement looks like. That you need to state. Okay, so I'm here, I want to go from here to here. So that is the improvement I am going to measure, or I'm going to set first. Then if the feedback was about time management, set a goal to reduce and project a turnaround time by say 20%. So certain things can be on quality, certain things can be on time, certain things can be on behavior. So accordingly set what the improvement means or looks like, and then set a measurable goal. Seek additional resources like look for books, look for courses, join some certifications in case if it is going to help you, or tools that can help you develop in areas highlighted by in those feedback. Obviously you need to have a follow-up sessions with this. So after making some changes by comparing you yesterday and today, the delta, ask for more feedback to show that you are committed and you are on the right path. Because after some time, if you have learned wrongly, then it's very difficult. So that's why I keep on telling the freshers particularly, or the first 3 to 5 years, or maybe the final year of students, that if whatever that goes in your mind, that is going to stay for a longer time. So whatever you are learning, try to learn correctly. So implementing these feedback effectively means taking clear focused steps and checking in your progress. And you need to you cannot have this as an open-ended thing. So you need to go back and ensure that the feedback loop is closed, so that it goes on round and round, so that you improve every day. So you need to get back to your manager. You have to check in with your manager or peer at some periodicity, maybe a week or a month or so. And after the initial feedback, so you have to go back to them, discuss with them, set up a quick meeting to share your progress. Certain things can be, weekly meetings can be, or discussions can be shorter duration, like 15 minutes. Whereas monthly or quarterly meetings can be slightly like 30 minutes or 60 minutes. So share your improvements. Briefly highlight what you have done, what you have learned, and how you have applied, and whatever was their advice, how you adopted that advice and how you moved on. That you share with the person who has given you the feedback. Maybe you can also ask for additional insights like what else can I improve? How can I improve further? Or is there any area which will help me better understand? So these kind of discussions with your with the person who has given you the appraisal or the feedback. So closing the loop is more important, and it shows that you are serious about your growth, and it strengthens your relationship with the person, and they see that you are you respect their valuable input. So here one catch is there. You should not wait for the person to come and call you, hey, what happened? I was expecting you to come back, but you didn't come back. That may not be the right way. So you need to build something like a friendly reputation you need to have. That means you need to be proactive. So you need to go and ask for input. You have to go and share your experience. And whenever they do, you need to be, of course, you need to have you need to be receptive to those thoughts or feedback. And you need to have, you need to be emotionally balanced when you are doing so. So what are the barriers when you are doing with this kind of feedback sessions? So the first one is that criticism. So fear of criticism is going to hamper you, and perfectionism. So I want to achieve this, but I am here. The feedback says that I am here. I have a long way to go. So this is a barrier. Okay, And the feedback itself as a culture may be a barrier to you, because you have never been exposed to asking someone that how I am performing. Is my performance good enough? That you have never been into. That means the feedback as a process itself could be a barrier for you. So you need to have a way by which you overcome all these things. So to wrap up, and the key takeaways, if you look at feedback is a powerful tool for early career development, particularly, or whenever there is a new role, helping you improve and build confidence. Second thing is knowing how to ask, receive, and apply feedback will set you up for success. The third point here is by being proactive and open to feedback, you will build a reputation as a growth oriented person or professional. Remember, feedback can be your career guide to excellence when you embrace it fully. That is the message. So, as a next step, I encourage you to think of one area you would like feedback on. Reach out to your colleague, mentor, or a manager and start the conversation. Remember, every piece of feedback you seek out brings you one step closer to your career goals. Match it with your career goals. That's the thing. So, thank you very much for joining me in today's discussion. I hope these insights inspire you to start building your career skills today. If you have enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more career development tips. Thank you. This is Gokul. See you in the next video. Cheers.